Welcome to Kate Sparks Creativity. This is a look at some of my creative projects that I've been working on recently. I took a few weeks off to go on vacation with my family and kind of enjoy summer a little bit and work on some private off screen projects. Um, I will move these out of the way real quick and I'll start with this one. This is the newest creative journal that I started. It is a planner loosely. Also going to keep some kind of like writer's bullet journal and artist journal stuff in here. I put the year's date on here. This card came from an art journal that I am taking apart to use in other projects, which if you have a lot of art journals, or bullet like art in your bullet journals that you wanted to use somewhere else, that is something you could do. Like you could make a poster or framed collage, stuff like that. These two spots are blank. I will probably do poetry in them later. I haven't done anything with the index pages, and I may not. I may just cover them with art. I will probably leave these two mostly alone because those are the pages that tend to tear out or get messed up. I went with a brown faux leather Michael's Artist Loft brand journal level 1 because I like the brown look. It gives it like author vibes, basically, I guess. And then this one is a Walmart brand journal I got a long time ago. I wrote poetry and short stories in here. I'm not going to do a flip through, but I wanted to show it because it's full. I'm going to have to start a new one. I do some writing on like For the Words and Google Docs, but I do prefer hand writing my stories because then I can just have it whenever and not always have to be on a screen. Anyways, I will show some of the other pages in my book. This is from a catalog that my public library puts out. I attended 2 events in June around the summer theme, which was like digging up a good story or something like that. They showed the Mummy movie one night, which was really fun to watch in a nice auditorium. They had just built the Hatch Auditorium during the winter months, I think, and it's really nice for the community in general. And then they had Unearthing the Women in the Valley of the Kings, which was a really well attended event. I want to say that she's Dr. Kathleen Shepard, and she is a professor from Missouri S&T, so I think she had a bit of a following. And she wrote Women in the Valley of the Kings. She talked about how she did her research and about characters she found interesting, less about the book, more about the people, which was nice, just to kind of get a frame of mind of where she came from when she was working on it. Then at the library, they finally have a cafe again. For a while, they did not. I was really excited that they had one. They had the guy who works there make stuff fresh, like every day. Like he's just hanging out, making food, and it's really cool because like it's fresh and it's right there, kind of in your face. There's a nice seating area around there too, so it was a really nice place to hang out with good bakery smells. And then I made a little tag to write notes about stories that I was reading, and I put books that I had checked out on the front. I did a little outline with an ink pad, ink stamp, and left room to add more notes if I want to, like a book list. I do Goodreads, but I'm also working on my library list so I can just go into my library account and do stuff. This is another library receipt, and I made a tag. There's nothing up here yet. I'm not sure. It'll probably have something like that on it. And then there's plenty of room to write another note, more stuff to write. I used this pretty purple panda tape because it is getting very old. I've had it for a long time. And I can't remember who I bought it from, but it was in a series. I want to say it was probably not pre-move to Texas, but I really love these washi tapes, and when they are gone, they will be gone, unfortunately. And then this page is for creative organization notes. I haven't filled it all out yet because it's something to add to as I go, not just for show. I made this little house out of a tag I was trying to create with scraps, and I have a bunch of these that I've like sent to friends and stuff like that. But I did a list of things you could do for creative organization, like project boxes. Mine are really messy right now, but at some point I'm hoping to organize them so that people can actually see what I would keep in them, like a journal and the stuff that I want to put on the journal pages. I actually have one in progress for a friend, and I'm debating whether I will try to work with it on camera. I have to figure out the camera situation to make it comfortable so I can make art and do the video at the same time. This is a little note from my sketchbook. It is 3.5 by 5.5, red moleskine. The pages are nice. I don't know if I will do front and back because that way I can see like whether it bleeds through or not. This is using these markers to make this picture, which I thought was a cool idea when I was doing it. I didn't want to like overdo the color. The paper is actually kind of yellow. I got this back in like 2014, so I wanted to use it. My goal is to fill it up in the month of July and then do a flip through. A couple of the pages have like a color swatch, and then like this I've left blank because I want to get more tombos at some point. But then I did the picture on the next page and did some color sampling. But on some other pages, like, where is it? This one is more Crayola, and I just did the design on the page itself. Nothing too crazy. But I also want to do some like story pictures that tell a story. Like this, like in my head it was like an office space, and then it became like over the garden wall, and then that's like the Little Shop of Horrors plant and like some elephant ears or something. It could be something else, but you might be able to see like his vine is coming over into her garden. Nothing too serious or highly detailed, but like some of my pictures are more interesting. This, I had like one of those tricolor colored pencils, and then I was doing rocks with my grays and browns Crayolas, and these were some different kind of markers that I had. Some more flowers, but yeah, so different stuff in that. And then like I have this when I go back to work. I work for a school district, so like I'm off right now. If I could get a job that worked with my full-time hours throughout the school year, I would do that job in the summer, but I don't have that yet. Anyways, mini travel sketchbook like this one. I bought one in black at Walmart. It's $1 brownie or something like that. And then like I have ATC cards, could decorate greeting cards, mini coloring book, and then I made a note of not buying more stuff share with others what you have, swap supplies with friends or friends you get introduced to, like at a library event for crafters, which we do here. Um, and then this is a Summerween page. I didn't fill out everything because I wanted to put like lists of things to do for next year. I made this little watermelon sticker guy a while ago. This is part of a journal that I cut up and made into a sticker with clear packing tape. I think I got these off of Amazon at some point. And then this is a little pumpkin that I drew. But we went to Pirates Cove mini golf in Branson, Missouri. We made dirt and worms pudding, and we went to the pool. We watched Finn Wolfhard camp counselor movie, and we made spooky pizza. We made like little ghosts out of mozzarella, and it was delicious on our pizza. And then this page is basically blank, but it is going to contain first lines of stories that I like. And then this one is for last lines. I'm probably going to put like post-it notes here, tape them on or whatever as they go. You could do this with like your favorite line in the story or song lyrics, stuff like that. This one is also fairly simple. I'm trying to go through my Pinterest boards. And this one I did a note about chapter outlining, like doing a title. I've got a whole stack of books right now, and they do titles differently. Like some of them are like a paragraph in themselves, and then some are just like, chapter one. I'm not that creative about names, so I probably won't have highly detailed titles, just like summary. And then this says, first be the artist, then the critic, which is sound advice because then you don't make anything. And then that is the end of this journal for right now, but I will do updates as I go. This is a research journal that I am currently working on. It is Exceed brand I got from Walmart, and I'd actually been looking at this journal for probably 4 or 5 years before it went on sale. Anyways, it is Research Journal 1. I do have some notes about art projects in here, and then myths and supernatural elements and books on writing. I'm not going to do a flip through of this because it's mostly just writing. There's not really anything interesting in it at this point, but I thought I would show it to you just as an idea for stuff you could work on as you are doing your own research and stuff like that. If you have made it this far, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you are new here. I will have a Summerween scrap journal to post for Friday, and then I will have some other journals after that. Thanks for watching and have a great day.